guys, good morning. This is Dr. Tariq I am here to tell you about the concept of the loops in the programming language. Uh, the, there are three different types of loops that are commonly used in C programming language. One is to be called as while loop, another is do while loop, and third one is for loop. We'll take a single example to implement all these type of loops here by making use of this particular type of a online compiler. Uh, First of all, we can define what do you mean by loop. Loop is uh, a it can execute the block of statement unless and until your condition is true. If your condition is false, then it will uh, exit from a particular loop. So look here, the uh, simple example. I have taken an example of a calculator. We'll take uh, here there is two variables a and b, uh, and the add, subtract, multiply, and divisions variable has been taken in order to store the value of your addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Similarly, choice has been taken how much time a particular loop should be executed, a particular body of your uh, while loop. Uh, yes, we can input the value of the choice. Then loop is there. Choice is lesser than equal to 3. That means if we start our choice from number 1, then it will execute the number of statements in 2 times. Here is the simple example of your addition of two uh, numbers. I've taken the two values a and b, and uh, there is a variable add. We can execute a plus b value, and the display of the addition of these two numbers has been shown there. Similarly, we'll take the example of, I'll copy here. I'll take the examples of input value of two numbers for subtraction. Yes, for variable, in order to store the value of your subtraction, I have taken here the sub, and similarly, here also sub subtraction of two values, two numbers is equal to percentage. Similarly, I will take the example of into the value of two numbers for uh, multiplication. The third option for calculator. Here we can multiply. Okay, the operator for multiplication. Similarly, I should have to change the operator for subtraction also. So, okay, multiplication of two numbers is equal to the value of multiplication has been stored in the mul variable. That's good. Yeah. The third one is the we'll take the values for division. Uh, the variable is div. Okay. Here also the variable is div, and yes, we can perform the division. So our program for a simple calculator by making use of the while loop is ready now. Let's check each of these statements. These while loop. Here is the while loop. The variables are here. We'll take choice. Choice is inputted here. Yes, the condition is moving on in 3 times. If we started with your choice is 1, sorry, 2 times. If we start the choice is equal to 1, yes, addition Addition is good. Yes. Subtraction is good. It can display the value of subtraction. Yes. Multiplication, your multiplication is good. And the fourth one is division, and the value of division is also good. Let's see what will happen. Yeah. We'll take, and the value of your choice is 1. Okay. Value for additions, 4 plus 3. Addition of two numbers is equal to 7. Into the value of two numbers for subtraction. Yes. 6 minus 7 is equal to 1. Into the two values of two numbers for multiplication. Yes. It will take 6 into 2 is equal to 12. Yeah. Into the values of two numbers for division. So we can put here 16 divided by 8. So it will give answer to 2. Yes, the while loop, your condition is satisfied here. Your choice is started from the value of 1, that is 1 is lesser than equal to 3. That is why this all the type of your statement, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, is going to executed here. Similarly, here the value of choice is incremented from 1 to 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So 2 is lesser than equal to 3. That is why it requires the another value for your these particular statement will also execute it. So that here it is written, yeah, it is written, enter the values of two numbers. I can add 12, yes, plus 4. Okay, 12 plus 4 is equal to 16. Similarly, enter the values of subtraction. 16 minus 2 is equal to 14. Okay, enter the values of two numbers and multiplications. Yes, 6 into 7 is equal to 42. Okay, for division, 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. You can see it cannot move on the third condition, that is 3. Here the value of the choice is equal to 2. 2 is lesser than equal to 3. That is why all the types of statements, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, has been implemented and executed. And uh, before incrementation, the value of choice is equal to 3. After incrementation, your value of choice is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Since 3 is lesser than equal to 3, is condition cannot be satisfied, so that the loop, the body loop is cannot be executed here, and it can be exit from this particular type of a loop, and the value of your program is finished here with the exit code. So we'll learn here from the while loop. We can implement only uh, two times this particular type of a while loop body, unless and until your if you started your value of your choice from 1. If I can start it, the value of choice is equal to 0, it can move towards the 3 times. It means 3 times you can enter the values, your addition, subtraction and multiplication and division. So you can see the answers after executing these type of program. This is simple while loop. Let's move towards the do while loop. For do while loop, here that eliminations, there is the do. Let's see what I can do here. I simply change the syntax from while to do while. Do is taken here. It can execute the body unless and until your 3 times here condition is 2 time condition is satisfied. If your choice is equal to 1, and 3 times if you can started your choice from the value of 0, and so on, it can move. Let's see what will be the your mm, uh, output. Okay, into the value of choice. I'll start with the value of 3. Since your 3 is lesser than equal to 3, lesser than 3, that means uh, it is not equal to 3, it is lesser than 3. It is not lesser than 3, it is equal to 3. That is why this particular body cannot be implemented. Let's see if what will be the output. Okay, it can implement the thing in one time. That makes the difference between your do while loop and while loop. What will happen in the while loop? In the while loop, you can see if your value is equal to 3, your body of particular loop cannot be executed. But here, if your value is equal to 3, since 3 is lesser than 3 is not satisfied, but your body of loop can be implemented only once time. Yes. Enter the value of two numbers. 4 plus 5 equal to 9. Yes, enter the value for of two numbers for subtraction. That is minus 5. The value for multiplication, 6 into 7, that is equal to 42. And enter the value of your divisions. Yes, you can implement your divisions, and after implementing executing this particular code, it will be finished. Since your choice is incremented, 3 is greater than your 3 is incremented to 4, and 4 is not lesser than 3. But if your condition cannot be satisfied here, that means your uh, loop of the your body of your loop will be executed forever time. But in the case of the while loop, I will execute this particular statement with also example with a while loop also. Let's see what will make the difference. Yeah, once again, uh, yes, run the code. Okay, uh, yeah, I'll start debugging. I run. Okay, enter the value of choice. Is the value of choice is equal to 3. The program will be finished now. Let's see what will be the difference. You can see the difference between while loop and do while loop is that if you can write here the value is equal to 3, since your 3 is lesser than 3 is not condition cannot be satisfied, it can exit from the loop. But in the case of do while loop, you can see easily, uh, I have written the code, the choice is equal to 3. Your body of your loop can be implemented once for a while. Once again, I will create that particular type of a code here to this makes the main difference between your do while and while loop. Okay, 3 value of choice is equal to 3. According to this particular condition, 3 is lesser than 3 is cannot be satisfied. It must be exit from the loop. But since it is your do while loop, the body of your loop will be executed once a time. But in the case of the while, it cannot be implemented. Yes, enter the values of two numbers for addition. 4 and 7. Yes, 6 and subtraction minus 1. Okay, for multiplication, 6 into 4. Yeah, for divisions, 12 divided by 2. Yeah, yes, the next code cannot be implemented here. This is a very good example and very good example in order to show the difference between the do while as well as while. Let's see another example of your for loop. Uh, Example will be the same, but I can modify the code by making use of the for loop. For yes, choice is equal to 1, as choice is here also lesser than 3, and choice A is increment with a 1 value. Okay, while loop is not here. Yes, choice cannot be incremented here, and we will also not take the value of your in dynamic inputting the value of your choice. Here, the initialization of the choice, particular variable, can be taken in the same line. Condition check is can also be taken in the same line, and implementation can also be taken in the same line. Example is the same. Let's see what will happen. I write here the condition, that is 3. The value of the choice is equal to it will be implemented in 2 times, since your choice is starting from 1 value. 1 is lesser than 3, that is true, and your body of the loop can be executed, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division will be executed. Then your choice is incremented. The value of choice is here 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Since 2 is lesser than 3, similarly, your body of the loop, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, is ongoing, carry on, and after the execution, uh, your value of choice is equal to 3, and 3 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Yes, your choice is incremented. Then 3 is lesser than 3 is not satisfied. So your body of loop will not be executed, and loop will be exit now. Let's see by taking the example. Let's see, we'll implement this particular type of a code. Yeah, enter the values of two numbers for additions. Yes, 7. For subtraction, okay, 2. For multiplication, for division, okay. Second time, first implementation of your addition, subtraction, multiplication has been carried out. Since your choice value is 1, here choice is, after executing this particular type of a code, that is body of a particular loop, it will be incrementing now. It is incrementing now. uh, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So in the second time of this particular type of a rotation, the body of this particular loop is executed, and thus the value of two numbers for addition, subtraction, multiplication and their implementation, execution of that particular logic is shown here. Okay, 6 plus 2, 8. Subtraction, 66 minus 7 is equal to 59. Multiplication, 77 into 2 here, and division, 88 divided by 4 is equal to this. You can see here the code cannot be executed furthermore, since the body of your loop cannot be executed furthermore, since your value of your choice is now equal to 3. That means only 2 times your uh, this code, this body of particular loop has been executed. I started your choice is equal to 1. Uh, it will be shown here the addition of two numbers, and implemented addition of two numbers, subtraction of two numbers, and implemented subtraction of two numbers. Similarly, division and multiplications. And in second times, it also started the addition, the value. Second rotation, it also started, since the value of choice is equal to 2. It also started the um, enter the values of two number for additions and subtraction and multiplication. And the third time, it cannot be executed. The program is finished with exit code, since your loop is not satisfied that particular condition, that is 3 is not lesser than 3, and program is finished here. So a brief look about loop. Loop is a particular type of a test conditions which will be executed unless and until your condition is satisfied. If your condition is not satisfied, it will move towards the exit of a particular loop. In the while loop, your condition if your condition is satisfied, then the body can be executed. uh, Here we will take the example of choice starting from the one, and it can be implemented only two times. The body of the loop can be implemented only two times, that is execution of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division can be carried out in two times only. In the case of do while loop, same condition has been taken, and we will start it rather choice is equal to 1, but it can move towards the 3 times. We have taken already example, since uh, if your condition cannot be satisfied, only once your body can be executed. In the for loop, both the choice initialization, variable initialization, test condition check, and incrementation can be done in the single line, and the body can be executed unless and until your for loop is satisfied. I hope these three types of loop, the examples of three types of loops can be easily understood by you. And for further query, you can call me or you can mail me also. And uh, this is this very simplest example by making use of these three types of loops. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye. God bless you all.